Yo, 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 what is going on, CoD Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder, and in today's video, we are going to be covering Day 2 for migration. We have 119 kingdoms that we covered yesterday. Those are the first G1 kingdoms going into Season of Strife, and the first 119 kingdoms that came out of Season of Strife. Migration for Day 2 has been bonkers. There's been multiple activity status changes for a number of kingdoms, some coming out of full, some going into full. What's going on with Kingdom 60 and Echo? They're going back and forth, just kind of playing the ping pong all day long. We're going to tell you who are the current migration leaders. Are there any kingdoms that have got over 100 migrants? We'll show you that. And then what's going on right now from yesterday to today? And then are there any new storylines that are developing? And as always, if anyone wants to let me know of any potential migration movements that we can talk or cover about, you can feel free to just hit your boy up on DMs on Discord. Link to my servers in the description, pin comment down below. And as always, if you enjoy the content, make sure you throw us up because it helps out a lot. Okay. So let's go ahead and get right into the meat of it all, which is showing you what is actually happening right now in the world of these 119 kingdoms so far from yesterday to today, because there has been a number of changes. As always, changes are going to be highlighted in yellow background for activity status changes. And then we actually, this time around, I only added the number here if the number was different before. Some of these I think I just accidentally did the same, and I don't know why. We'll just kind of minus those as we go. There might have been some random ones here. But first one, Kingdom 1 ended up going from active to crowded, and they ended up getting in 41 players in there. You see 2 players coming into Kingdom 3. Now they have 9 players that have come in. This, I don't know why, if this was supposed to be a different color here for 5, no. So I don't know why I did anything there. But this one, I think I ended up going red here. Yeah, so Kingdom 7 went from crowded to full. Now I should state as well that I ended up pulling this data around like 21:30 to 22 UTC before reset. So just keep that in mind. And then I did it for about 30 minutes or so. So things can change afterwards, right? Just again, appropriate disclaimers. I should have probably said that in the beginning. But yeah, 7 went from crowded to full. How many people did 7 get in? I mean, if someone knows, please let me know. I would love to update the sheet so we kind of have somewhat of an accurate gauge. Kingdom 9, active status kingdom, but they got 11 players in. We go to Kingdom 22, they got 2 players in. Now they have got 9 players in. Kingdom 27 went from 1 person to 6 people in. You see Kingdom 28 ended up going from 300. They got 12 people in. Kingdom 29, you got 1 person in. My boys. Hey, don't know why I have that there. Removing. We got Kingdom 31, got 2 people in. Now they got 8. We got 2 more people going to 32, so now they have 10 people in there. 34 got 2. Now they have 4. Kingdom 36 got 7 people in, and then they jumped all the way to 55 people. I mean, just massive number changes in some of these. 3 people coming into 37, now they got 7 people, so plus 4 gain. We saw 14 people going into 38 as an active kingdom, right? Somewhat shocking for some of these active kingdoms, but I guess to a degree, right, even if you look at this one, Kingdom 40 hasn't had any movement yet, right? It feels like if TFS is going to 40, they just haven't moved there yet, so maybe there's just some more prep that's going on, if that ends up being true. 39 got 3 people coming in. We see Kingdom 43 here, got 3 people. Then they got 9 people coming in today. Kingdom 44 went from getting 8 people in to then 33. That's a decent jump. 4 people going into 45. Now they've got 9 people. 1 person, my boys, 47. And then we got 49 getting 7 people in. Now they got 19, more than doubling that. Kingdom 51 went from active to normal, and they're still 300 over 300, so they saw an activity status change going down. Kingdom 52 had 8 people in, and now they got 32, so multiplying that by 4, I think, if math adds up. Kingdom 54, they ended up getting 31 people in, saw a gain of 4 more people, so they're at 35. Kingdom 55, they got 13 people in, and then they ended up going to 35, so more than doubling, almost 3 times. We have 2 people going into 56 as of yesterday. Today it was 28. I mean, just a big jump. Kingdom 60 was crowded 3 days ago. Then they went to full, and what's funny is they were at 251 over 300 before migration opened, which is so weird to me because now they're back to crowded. at 274 over 300. So they've gotten 26 people in about now. But isn't that just weird how it showed 251 over 300? And I had sent a screenshot to COD CS about this because I wanted to ask. They told me that some kingdoms, and I think we mentioned this in yesterday's video, will have the amount of available slots, not the maximum capacity of 300, but the current availability of slots per kingdom can be lower than 300. So if that's the case, why would it go back up to 274? Why would it not have minus 19 from 251 and then minus 26 from 251? So it's just, I don't know, it's very weird, right? My thought is, why not just leave it at 300 over 300, and then whenever it gets full, you can just turn it red, right? We don't need to go 0-0. We want to see how many people migrated to a kingdom. We don't need to go 0-0. Just change it to red. Don't let anyone join, and let us see how many people join. Jeez. So then we have 21 people that went to 62, but now they've had 74 people that ended up going. That's a big jump for 62. A lot of people going there. We go to 64, and there was 15 people that went in there initially. 4 more people joined, so plus 19 they're at now. If we look at 67, just massive. They had 41 people that went in. Now they've had 112 people so far. They could be the biggest so far. We have 68 went from crowded to full, but I don't know how many people went in because, again, it zeroes out. Would be nice if they fix that. We go to 69, which is an active kingdom. 18 people came in. Now 26 people are in there. We see 71 went from crowded to active. They had 4 people come in, but then they've had 9 people come in, so they had plus 5 come in, but they went down in activity status. I guess that just means enough people left, or maybe they just continued to 0 people. Who knows what's going on there? 73 had 12 people come in, then they had plus 8 more, so they're plus 20 currently. We have 75. They still crowded, but they got 5 people in today. 76 went from crowded to active, and they got 1 person in. Shocking. 19 people went into 77 just because the activity status changed. 19 people, and now they've had 38, so doubling their numbers for 77, doing decent. 78 was at 300. They went up to crowded, and they had 18 people come in. So they went up in activity status. 79 had 44 people going in, but now they've had 54. So they saw a plus 10 increase in people coming over. Don't know why that's 0-0. It's the same thing. We go to 85. They got 30 people in initially, 5 more people in a day after, so they're at plus 35 currently. 1 person went into 87, but now they've had 3 more, so they're plus 4 now currently. We go to 88, 3 people went in, 4 more, so they're plus 7. 89, 1 person went in when we checked last, 5 people today, so they're plus 4. If we go all the way down here to the 200s, at 214 for a crowded, they've had 47 people come in so far from 300. I mean, that's a big jump. And then 6 people went into 216. Now they're at plus 47 themselves, right? So 214, 216, shocking that they're the same. There's actually like similar names there. So I'm wondering if the people I'm wondering if like the king is the same person for 214 and 216. It's very interesting. We might show that in game. Actually, let me see if I can show you guys that right now real quick. So if we go to 214, 216, and we zoom out. Oh, hang on. Let's click here. And we go to see some strife pre-war. Let's look at 214, 216. Look at this. So 216, Tiang Vet. Right? And then we go to 214. It's interesting, right? I don't want to say that, I'm catching on to conspiracy, but it is a little suspect-ish just because it's the same name. Or pretty much the same name. With that in mind, let's continue. 218 got 3 people in. 221, they had 41 people in. Now they've got 71 people in, so almost double jump. We have 9 people that ended up going into 222. Now we're at 19, so they've more than doubled. 223 went from active to crowded, but they didn't get, normal to active, but they didn't get anyone in. This is the biggest conundrum for me right now. They were active, they went to normal, and then they went up again and back to active, but they didn't get any migrants in. I mean, you're going to have to explain that one to me, unless it's just going off of a lot of people all of a sudden coming back into the kingdom. Maybe they tried to do that whole thing that people were talking about where they were staying in the KVK, and maybe that influenced it because they didn't go back to home kingdom, and then eventually they did. I mean, it's just like, I don't know, like what... maybe there was other individual influences. Maybe a lot of people were powering up or whatever it may have been. But it's just to go like that. That's weird to me. At face value, 225. We had 2 people that went in. Now they're at plus 20. 228. They had 23 people that went in initially. Now we're at 54 people, so more than double. We have 229. 4 people came over. Today it was 27, so that's a big jump. We had 57 people. Now it's plus 80, right? Or 80 total people that have gone to 232. We have 6 people that ended up going to 236. We have 31 people that went into 240. And then we get to the last group here, which is 3 people ended up going into 279. 281 had an activity status change from active to crowded. They got 23 people coming in. 282 had 23 people going in, and now they're at 26, so plus 3 gain. 14 people initially going into 283. Now they're at 67 people. That's pretty big. Almost 3 times, if not about. 284 had plus 4 people going in. Now they're at 27 people total. 285, they had 2 people going in as an active status kingdom. 286, 22 people. Now they're at 60 people, right? So almost 3 times. And then 287 had 1 person, and now they ended up jumping all that to 61 people that have gone in to 287. So, I mean, just bananas, some of the changes here. Now let me show you the sheet. So these are the top kingdoms. I just kind of show you this top down, right? So I went from people that have got 26 people in or more, and you can see here's kind of the list, right, as we work our way up. So we got 31, Kingdom 240. Once we hit 40, you can see Kingdom 1. Where am I at right now? 40, Kingdom, oh yeah, so 41, Kingdom 1. And then they're right here, 216, 47, 214, 47. You could see Kingdom 79, 54 migrants, tied with Kingdom 228. Kingdom 36 at 55, 286 at 60, 287 at 61, Kingdom 283 at 67, 222 at 71, Kingdom 62 at 74, 232 has 80 people, and then Kingdom 67 has 112 migrants that they had got in, at least at the time that I pulled the data. So there is a lot of movement, or a lot more movement, that has happened now as we are more or past the 24-hour threshold for how long migration has been open. And you're seeing some of the clear leaders that are getting a lot of players coming into their kingdoms. Again, we will continue to monitor this to see how it plays out, because I don't think it's going to be stopping. I still think there's a decent amount more to come, whether that happens over the next day or 2 or the next number of days. But as long as we're seeing some consistent movement, we will continue to cover this, because to me, it's absolutely fascinating when we look at where are people going, why are they going there, what are they leaving, what are they running from, or what are they running towards in some cases. And so to see some of these activity status changes is just, it is very interesting. And I think eventually, once things settle, we will look at what the power is for full status kingdoms. I know we showed it off yesterday, and then also showing you probably in the next one that we cover, whether it's tomorrow or the day after, what is the total amount of migration movement that we've seen overall. But again, if you guys have any storylines, or if you know of maybe who's moving where, right, feel free to let me know in the comments. You can also let me know in on Discord, as I would love to cover that too as well, and add a little bit more context to some of the storylines. So that's going to do it for me. As always, until next time, we'll catch you later.